Bang! Got you. Nah, you hit the paper. Yeah, just tying up loose ends tonight. This is Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Chapter 6. The Reunion. The time is 12 o'clock midday. High noon on Monday, May the 6th, 1968. Senator Carl Humble... Sorry, let's start that again. Chapter 6, The Reunion. The time is 12 o'clock midday, high noon on Monday, May the 6th, 1968. Senator Carl Trumbull Hayden is standing in the House of Representatives making his retirement speech. Among other things that 56 years in Congress has taught me is that contemporary events need contemporary men. Time actually makes specialists of us all. When a house is built, there is a moment for the foundation, another for the walls, the roof, and so on. He continues talking. It is 8:15 in the evening. Lyndon B. Johnson sits down at the old man's table in the banqueting hall of the Willard Intercontinental Hotel in Washington, D.C., the venue of the Senator's retirement party. The President shakes Carl Hayden's right hand. I guess it is time for you to take a well-earned rest, my dear friend. You haven't stopped working for 56 years, he chuckles. He picks up a well-roasted chicken leg from his china white plate. This is one hell of a banquet, he smiles. But I have to be going soon. My chauffeur is waiting outside, and I am sure that he will be wanting to get home to spend the evening with his wife and family. My life has certainly been an adventure, smiles the Senator, hugging his old friend. Hang on a minute. Oh dear. Hang on. Oh, that's better. Sorry. Bloody hell. Damn it. Hold eyes, mate. Hold eyes. A young Negro waiter with a pencil-thin moustache, dressed in the grey and purple uniform of the hotel, hands a small parcel to Senator Hayden. It is from an old friend of yours. I recognise you, laughs the retiring politician. Phoenix, 1912. Abraham Lincoln Jackson, if I am not very much mistaken. How are you, my dear fellow? Laughs the old man. I never forget a face, and you haven't aged a day. It's good to see you again too, Sheriff. You're looking quite well, all things being considered. You mean that I'm a very tired 92-year-old man hobbling about with a walking stick, and you are still a fit young nigger, giggles Carl. Sorry, I didn't mean to say nigger. But I am a nigger, and damned proud of it, laughs the handsome dark-skinned vampire. Are you going to open your present, or do you want me to open it for you? I am not that old, laughs Senator Hayden, tearing off the silver wrapping paper and opening the cardboard box. He bursts out laughing at the die-cast emerald green Appleson Jackrabbit model toy car sitting in the old sheriff's lap. Where is he? Asks Carl. Standing right behind you, Bill Bones laughs. 7 terms in office. That really is quite an achievement. The long, dark-haired, bearded, now middle-aged again, Jewish rabbi hugs his old friend. Oh dear. Sorry, you're looking well, comments the retiring senator. Personally, I don't think it will be too long before I'll be needing an undertaker myself, he laughs. Oh, I gave that job up a long time ago, Carl. I ended up burying too many close friends. A young, tall, handsome, teenage, rosy-cheeked, freckle-faced boy with spiky, shiny, copper-coloured hair stands next to Bill. Remember me, he smiles. Bloody hell, as I live and breathe. Senator Hayden folds his arms. Russell McNulty, isn't it? He pauses. Are you a vampire too now? He asks. Not quite. The 71-year-old teenager smirks. I'm very much alive. I'm just his companion. I'm not dead yet. Then how come you haven't aged one little bit since I met you in 1912, asks Carl. Just one of the perks of having an undead boyfriend, I guess, laughs Russell. Carl Hayden looks up from his chair. You're not really a waiter, are you? Asks the old senator, sipping a glass of whiskey. Abraham Lincoln Jackson grins a broad-toothed, pearly white, fang-toothed smile. I'm still a gambler, he laughs. In actual fact, I own a string of casinos in Las Vegas. Billy sits down beside his old friend. What are you drinking? Whiskey will do nicely, Carl Hayden chuckles. I hate this fizzy champagne. It tastes like cat's piss. He pours his glass into a nearby flower pot. Sure feels good to see a few old familiar friendly faces. Quite refreshing, actually. After all this time in Washington, I get used to talking to the masks that most politicians wear on their faces these days, never quite knowing whether they are being sincere or that they are just good bullshit artists. Hawakan and Samantha send their regards, smiles the undead ex-undertaker, dressed in a black tuxedo for the occasion. Hawakan is living on the Fort Berthold Reservation in North Dakota now, with the back with the Mandan, Hidatsa and Arikara tribes. Is that old bugger still alive? Giggles the old sheriff. He must be at least 135 years old. By now, Billy? He was well into his 70s when I first met him. You know as well as I do, Carl, that nobody knows what that old immortal Indian medicine man can brew up with a few herbs. He pauses. Which reminds me. Bill reaches into the right-hand pocket of his black cashmere overcoat. He hands a blue bottle to the retiring senator, a gift from Hawakan. Oh dear. So a gift from Hawakan. Carl Hayden laughs. To be honest, my old friend, I have lived a very long life already. I am 92 years old after all, and I am happy enough to let nature take its own course, sighs the old man, swigging his whiskey. Sometimes I wish I had that choice, frowns the undead ex-undertaker. How is Samantha? Asks the retiring senator. She must be in her mid-70s by now. She is still beautiful, Bill smiles. She has her grandfather's blood. Samantha married her boyfriend, Leroy. The last I heard, they'd just bought the Hotel Adams in Phoenix. Whatever happened to that fat scruffy Confederate sergeant? Asked the old sheriff. Surely he must be dead by now. I received a postcard from Jake and Gloria last week. Oaken sends him a bottle of his blue medicine every month. The last I heard was that they are sailing around the oceans in their luxury yacht and have just opened another bar in the Caribbean islands. Personally, I think that the old rebel soldier is spiking his customers' drinks with the Indian's blue bottle potion, chuckles the middle-aged Jew. Carl Hayden rubs his bald head. How old are you really, Bill? Out of curiosity. 1,950 years undead, sighs Bill Bones. Did you ever meet Jesus? Asks Abe. He was the bastard who resurrected me in the first place, laughs the middle-aged undead Jewish undertaker, ex-undertaker. My real name is Lazarus. Carl Trumbull Hayden died on January the 25th, 1972, at the age of 94. The end for now.